Alright, so now let's look at problem number 7. So it says 3.5 times a positive number is equal to the sum of the positive number and 0.5. What is the positive number? Okay, so it all looks Greek to me, but we're going to figure this out. So this isn't exactly like the problems we did in class where we had two numbers and you're figuring out what they both are. We only have one number to find here. So what is the positive number? If we think back to last chapter, this is really just translating an expression into algebra. So 3.5 times a positive number. Well, we're just going to call whatever that positive number is. I'm just going to say this is x. Right? What you don't know, that's going to generally be your variable. In this case, it's a positive number, so we're going to call that x. So 3.5 times x. Remember, when you multiply a number times a variable, you just write them right next to each other. Is equal to. Okay, well that seems pretty clear. I'm going to make that equals. And what's it equal to? The sum of the positive number and 0.5. Remember, sum means addition. So we're going to, on the other side of the equal sign, we're going to have that positive number. Remember, that's just x. Plus 0.5. From here, it's just solving an equation just like we've always done. So when we build our Great Wall, remember when we have variables on both sides of the equation, we have to get rid of one of them. So in this problem, it's probably best to get rid of this x here. The reason being, one is because if you subtract x from each side, it's going to leave you with a positive coefficient for your variable. And two, if you subtract x over here, now you're still going to get x all alone on one side, whereas if you subtracted 3.5x over the other side, it's going to be two things on this side and you have to do a little more work. So we're going to subtract x from each side. Remember, this is 1x. So 3.5x minus 1x is going to give me 2.5x. And all I'm going to have left over here is my 0.5. And you always have to remember, this is where some people get tripped up, always divide by the number right next to the variable. That's what's multiplying onto it. That's what we want to divide right off of it. So we divide on each side by 2.5. Cancels here. You're left with x equal to 0.5 divided by 2.5. Let's just stick that in our calculator to get a nice value for it. Some of you might know right away. Good for you. But for those of you who can't figure that out right away, oops. I'm going to put this in my calculator, which looks a little bit different. Get 0.2. Okay. So you get x equals 0.2, and that's the positive number we want. So there's our answer.